Jamaicans and like reggae and that influenced the whole world.
Yeah.
Personally, like I think a lot of culture that has come from over there. You get?
Amigo, vaya a breeze. People who come and chat fuckery.
I didn't even know about racism until I came to England. We feel as one people.
Were there people who looked like you?
Jamaica is predominantly a black country, but there's a lot of mixtures of people within the country as well. Even the area that I am from, there's a lot of fair skin, like lighter skin people there, like brown. Even Asian people. We have Asian Jamaicans, right? They could look like they come from Pakistan or India. They look like that. You understand what I mean? We have Jamaicans who look like you, right? Or you have the Chinese that their parents, our grandparents, our great-grandparents might not have been from here, but these lot are now born here. And they grew up here, they went to school here, and they have more love and respect for the culture. Nobody looks on them no different. Nobody made anybody feel like they're different. To be honest, I didn't even know about racism until I came to England. Do you understand what I mean? Like, I didn't know that was a thing because I never experienced it and I never seen it because it didn't exist to me. It was never shown there in Jamaica, you know what I mean?
Do you believe that you are part of black culture?
I believe I'm a part of the Jamaican culture.
Okay.
What's the difference to you?
The difference to me is that what is the black culture, you cannot just define black culture as black culture because it varies. I relate with the Jamaican culture because it's a culture that I grew up in. You know, we have black British culture, so that's a different thing. But to me, black British culture is a merge of like Jamaican, Caribbean, and Africa and England together. That makes the black British culture. That's what I would say. But I cannot define in one sentence to say this is black culture because it's.
Can I ask a quick question?
Of course.
When did you decide that you were Jamaican? Was it when you came back over here? Was it when someone asked you? Like, was there an experience where you just felt, I identify as a Jamaican man?
Let me explain to you there. And I don't know if I've ever said this on an interview anywhere yet. But my mother, before me, she had a miscarriage. So when she was pregnant with me, she could have gave birth to me in Jamaica.
Right.
But where we live, the hospitals weren't great. So obviously she has that opportunity to leave. Once she had me and did the checks, 3 months on a plane back to Jamaica. So from there until what I know has been that. So it's not like I wake up one day and say, oh, 5-year-old, I want to be Jamaican. Oh, 10-year-old, I think I'm Jamaican. 12-year-old,
cool.
I'm definitely Jamaican. It's just what's inside. You understand what I mean, brother?
To call yourself a Jamaican, that's interesting. Because you said that you weren't born there, but I guess if the community to which you kind of were raised in, which is Jamaica, obviously, if they've embraced you, the large swaths of them and stuff, and if you've got citizenship, I don't know if you have, but yeah, from where I come from.
Harry, do you have a Jamaican passport?
Yes, I do.
So I find it interesting as well because how do you decide? White Yardie, I'm from Jamaica. My grandparents are from Jamaica.
Yeah.
My dad's born there. My mum was born here. You probably would know more about Jamaica than me, just because I'm black now. If I said I'm Jamaican, no one's going to question me. You're just Jamaican.
Exactly.
But you probably know how to cook yard food. You know how to do all
That's
of that
my life.
better than me. So then, who are we to tell him? Actually, no, you're not Jamaican, just because he's white.
Is I went to school in Jamaica, so when people are when people here are talking about, oh, you cannot represent the culture, you're not from Jamaica, not this, like that, you know nothing about the black culture, and I'm like, you were born here, you were raised here, you went to school here. That means if you went to school for like how long do you go to school when you're here? Like what?
Too long.
Like, how many years? Just say like 12 years.
Well, yeah.
So 14 years. Realistically, they only taught you what? 14 months of black history. My whole schooling was black history. So I learned everything about the culture. So when I'm in school, we don't have a month to say this is white history month because we have to accept that white. I don't care about that. I'm there to learn, and I'm not even there to learn. I'm just going with what I know is life.
Would you say that someone like White Yardie is culture appropriating?
No, not at all. I think that, you know, not least because he actually has some connection to many of these parts of the world, but he clearly doesn't have intentions to denigrate, to humiliate, or to make a particular culture inferior in the eyes of the majority of society. He's clearly doing it from a sense of appreciation and a sense of sharing love, and I think that is something that is positive.
But
White Yardie, Harry, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure, and I think that you've been a very valued member of this panel. Also, after the break,
We just clapped.
I know, for the white man. Clap your cheeks for the white man. After the break, we'll be joined by the gorgeous rapper Miss Banks, who...
It never ceases to amaze me how much the people who have never traveled to Jamaica, have never experienced Jamaica firsthand, have never interacted with the Jamaican people, particularly those in the US, who speak with such authority about living conditions in Jamaica, general ways of life in Jamaica, housing and infrastructure in Jamaica. Like, this hurricane has brought it home to me in such a forceful way. How people, especially in the West, try to paint narratives about other countries. I remember speaking to someone some years ago from the US, and the person said, "Oh, they speak English in Jamaica." And I was like, the woman was like, "You speak so well." But there are a few things that I want to talk about today. Watch this clip, and then I'll get back to you.
Those situations where it's best to get off of that island of Jamaica, find somewhere sturdy.
To prepare, get out of there.
They don't have the infrastructure that we have, right? They don't have the roads, the ability to move around like we do.
Yes, sir. So leave and go where? Where should we go? I'm trying to understand. And are you suggesting that we should leave and go to the US? Because I would dare say that our infrastructure, our buildings are much better made than some of those that I have seen in the US. Case in point, Exhibit A. Versus home construction by and large in the US in general. And for those of you who are going to say that I am only showing houses in the more affluent communities of Jamaica, let me also show you exhibits, if it pleases the court of public opinion, that is, of houses that have weathered many storms in what we call in Jamaica our ghettos. I guess you guys would call them the slums. And they have weathered many storms. Some of them have even done better than houses that have been made properly. Let me show you.
Objection, Your Honor. Argumentative.
Overruled. Thank you, Your Honor. I would also like to enter into evidence for those in the West. Defense Exhibit C, which shows and depicts how a Jamaican house is built from the foundation up, the amount of care that is taken, the amount of material that is used, the quality of the material that is used, and the fact that a lot of houses in other jurisdictions pale in comparison to what obtains here in Jamaica.
Objection. Counsel is testifying.
That is a lucid, intelligent, well thought out objection.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Overruled.
Thank you again, Your Honor. In my closing, I would like to point out to the members of the jury of public opinion, and particularly those in the West, that Jamaica has come a long way. This is not the Jamaica that was shown on television, because I understand that quite a number of you have never been to Jamaica, know nothing about Jamaica. But the narrative is being pushed that we are this third world country that is lacking in infrastructural development, lacking in intelligence, and that is certainly not so. You need not look far to see how advanced we are in terms of mixing technology with the expertise of the human capital in terms of building and creating infrastructure that is able to withstand any storm. It is quite unfortunate that it is out there that some of us still live in trees, and all of Jamaica is going to be destroyed by this impending hurricane. And I dare say that that is not so. I do believe that we will, like any other country, suffer some sort of structural damage. And it might very well be widespread, but I do want to submit to you, members, that even though that may be the case, the truth is that we are far better than a lot of people in the region in terms of how our houses are constructed, how our businesses are constructed, how buildings are constructed in general. And we're certainly far ahead of the West in a lot of cases. Thank you.
Bro, why do white people care more about animals than human beings? As of the recording of this video, we've got Hurricane Melissa, Category 5 hurricane, bearing down on Jamaica. And all the videos you see online, like CNN, BBC, like all the major news outlets, the comment sections are full of just like white people saying, oh, I'm so concerned about all the stray dogs on the island. What about the human beings that live on that island? What about them? Also, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be mean, but most countries around the world have a stray dog problem, so maybe this is actually a good thing. It'll, help with Mother Nature will help with the stray dog problem. I wish that would happen to more countries. But I feel so sorry for the people of Jamaica. Their whole country is about to get destroyed, and white people in comment sections are worried about a bunch of mongrel dogs on the street.
You ever notice how Caribbean people could be going through pure struggles, but still tell you, my good man, God is in control. That's because we were raised different. You could be bawling and your parents look you dead in the face like, wipe your eyes. Life tough. Deal with it. No therapy, just chores. You sad? Go sweep the yard. You stress? Pray and eat your dinner. We were trained to keep quiet, toughen up, and keep it moving. Even if you were drowning in bills and pressure, still show up clean and smelling like the best cologne, because image over everything. But low-key, that pain, it built us. We don't fold, we fight. We make jokes in the middle of chaos. We take beatings from life and still wake up to mash works. So if you grew up hearing, stop your crying before I give you something to cry for, you already know what it is. If Caribbean strength runs through your vein, in the comments type, we're different. Because remember, it's not just a destination, it's the journey.
90% of the people that will live in America nasty. America the first and only place me ever go and see human and dog a eat off of the same plate. Them all a kiss them dog pan them mouth. You're looking at them kitchen sink, the dishes them in there for days. Sometimes not even the roach them want them off of them the plate there. Cleanliness is next to godliness. Me can't sleep at night knowing dishes in my sink no wash. The American them wake up a morning time, them start eat breakfast, drink water, drink coffee before them even brush them teeth. Them I use bathroom and them come out of the bathroom them and them dry like, you know, wash your hand. America also the first place me gonna see girl that store them panty with them regular laundry clothes. And me I see people I wash them clothes with bathroom mat and shower curtain. Me grow different. Me not even like live with somebody with smoke. Me don't want to come home at daytime and my house smell like cigarette, ganja and batty. Me want to come home to my house smelling like vanilla and cashmere wood. I mean, know sometimes we have to do what we have to do because we want the little green card. But the Yankee them grow different than we, so we have to teach them our Caribbean culture. If not, rat and roach are going to become your roommate. See, they fear dog, a fear husband. Growing up as a young you, me live with my mother and my sister, and me never even know say woman period. I have never spotted a pad or a tampon. The way all my mother and my sister roll that up and dispose of that, it smell like a Q-tip. We no grow for see people a chat over food and a double dip and a taste and now wash off the spoon before them put it back in the pot. No, them nasty something there. As for me and my house, I run a tight shift. Okay, me come home, I open shoes this in the corner, I open left dishes in my sink. You come in my house and sit down on my bed with your outside clothes. You come in from work, you know, running at the bathroom, go bathe, you jump on the couch and jump on the video game and just go lay down flat in your bed with all your shoes on your foot. Let me hear say them all a bathe and them no use rag. Them no use rag for wash them body, them have the soap in them and a run. No, your body all full up of doo-doo. Some might like the Yankee them, but not all of them can live with.
Jamaican culture is a vibe. Can you tell me, why are Jamaican people excellent at everything?
Girl,
but literally,
it's in our DNA.
Everything. Like, what is in the water? Like, what is in the in the genetics? Like, whether you go into athletics, whether you go into entertainment, whether you're doing behind the scenes, like whatever it is, like something about being Jamaican is the sauce.
We just love being the best at things. Like,
is that what it is?
And we just want to do things really well, and we're kind of relentless, and we don't stop.
It's incredible.
It's incredible. I don't know where we get like the tenacity from, but we have the tenacity and the audacity.
I know, because I was in New York for 10 years. I didn't live in Brooklyn where I feel like I could have gotten it, or even in Queens where I feel like I could have gotten it even more. But I feel like you just get like crazy respect for like Jamaican culture, food, vibes, people.
Yeah. Like, I mean, that's what's great about like Toronto, New York, is that you're so immersed in it. I would say Toronto is more heavy on Jamaican culture. In my experience in Brooklyn, it's more a variety of Caribbean cultures. Like, it's a good mix.
Okay.
But Toronto is very heavy on like Jamaican specific culture.
I know I might get some hate for this, but honestly, I don't care because I'm about unpopular opinions. But I personally feel a lot of British Jamaicans that live in this country do not have an understanding what it actually is to be Jamaican. No understanding whatsoever. None. They have a very stereotypical ideology of what it is to be Jamaican, but do they have a realistic, firm foundation of what it is to be Jamaican? No. It's based in a lot of stereotypical principles that are portrayed as Jamaican, but is not actually the real identity of being Jamaican whatsoever. I've met so much Jamaicans where I actually have a conversation about our economy or politics or where we're going as a society or how Jamaica has changed in the last 10 years, the things that have developed and not developed. Do you think they can join them to have a conversations? No, because for them, they only see Jamaica from a very entertainment, a very stereotypical, a very what is pushed out on the media for tourists and people that want to glimpse into Jamaica to see. But actually the real everyday life of an actual Jamaican, the real culture that is Jamaica, do they understand that? Hell no. And a lot of you Jamaicans that are living here haven't been Jamaica in like 500 years. You have no understanding. You don't even know what Jamaica is like anymore. And honestly, I understand when a lot of people are saying like the British Jamaicans are dying out in this society. They are. And a lot of people don't go back, and a lot of people don't visit, and a lot of people don't get to know their culture and their identity. Like, have you been Jamaican in the last 5 years? Do you know what's happening? Do you follow anything that's happening? Like, there is more to Jamaica than the entertainment. There's more to Jamaica than going to the grill, going to Taboo, going to Mecca. There is more to Jamaica. Have you sat down with some local Jamaicans? Have you asked them about society? Have you asked them about life? Have you actually been to a dead yard in Jamaica? Have you actually been to a funeral in Jamaica? Have you actually been anywhere? Have you actually lived and been in rural parts? Have you actually experienced different cultures and communities in Jamaica? Like, have you actually understood what it is to be Jamaican? Not the stereotypical thing you see on TV or you see on social media that you think is an expression of being Jamaican. Do you actually know what it is to be Jamaican? And a lot of people, honestly, I don't think they do. And I don't think a lot of British Jamaicans do too. And I do think our culture is dying out. But that's also down to a lot of people not wanting to get to know it. wanting to get to know it from a very simplistic point of view. And that's the truth about it. And I will stand on that. I will stand on that because I've met a lot of you in this country because I live in this country, and a lot of you do not know what it is to be Jamaican. You just like to wear the colours, go to the parties, entertain yourself, and you're done with it. You're done with it. Or you go to Jamaica and you stay in a resort for 1 week and you're done. You're over it. You're over it. And if that's you, that's cool. But that is not accepting the whole of what being Jamaican truly is.
You know the thing that makes me laugh about black people? I'm just going to call it out. When white people go to Jamaica, they dance or they try our food, people are wowed. They're like, oh my God, wow, they respect us. Yeah, they're invited to the cookout. Yeah, you're inviting them to your cookout because they can dance. Well, they're a minstrel for you. They're a tap dancer for you. Because try and know the white people are not inviting you to their cookouts for the same reason you would invite the white people to your black cookout. Clock it, yeah? Second, Christopher Columbus probably tried Jamaican food and liked it too. That's why he wanted to take over the whole of Jamaica. In Jamaica, we have a problem with people trying to take over Jamaica. We already have the Chinese there taking it over. You guys are wild when you see white people dancing and white people trying the food. You guys are liking spreading it and allowing people to come into the country to take it over. But because you're not visiting, you don't know what's happening, and you're just looking at it through your phone, you're not actually seeing what's happening in the land. And it's not really owned by Jamaicans anymore. Jamaicans are coming like they're visitors, like they're on a visa over there. Whilst people are capitalising off the Jamaican land. So when these people come over, they're like, oh, I've never tried ackee and saltfish before. And they're getting 2 million likes. When you go over there and you post your video, do you get 2 million likes from your people? No, you don't. Why not? If anything, you should be getting the 2 million likes because you're actually from there. But someone from another land comes over and everyone's tap dancing and clapping. Wow, it's a white person. They could do the fling dance. Wow, they know how to shake it to the max. When will our people wake up? When will we actually wake up and be like, it's not that dope. Like, it's not that great. It's just not. I watch these videos and I'm like, and I see the comments and I scroll and I scroll and I scroll and I'm like, look at all of these people. They're all cultureless. You guys are cultureless. Some of you are cultureless. And if it's just, oh, it's not that deep. It's just entertainment. It's not, you're not clocking. You're not clocking. You don't have the same access in their community. Sometimes gatekeep some things, people. Gatekeep some things. Just because Jack can do the fling and shake it to the max doesn't mean that he should be invited inside our culture. He should still be on the outside.
Jamaicans and like reggae and that influenced the whole world.
Yeah.
Personally, like I think a lot of culture that has come from over there. You get me? Like, even the way the man them dress and that, from like in Bridge, everyone's loud, like super loud. Like, you get me? That's a yard man thing.
Sister them, their own be a yard man. The whole of my niece and nephew them, I be a yard man. You them, you see me? Which part me live in a Handsworth, I like right at the top, which part the pub there. So you know, so you go out there, so a day go kick back with your friend them. I be a yard man. I born with them, you know. I be Ludi, I play.
So basically,
it's just,
your whole house was going mad.
Let me tell you why I haven't got identity crisis, yeah? I know I'm white with blonde hair and blue eye, but I just love the culture. That's it. There's no...
So isn't that the crisis?
I get kicked out in a year 9.
What for?
Imitating a black person, so them say.
No way. Like, what is a culture vulture?
Yeah, I'm going to switch it into English and drop it like this, yeah?
No, but what is a culture vulture?
You see, if I was walking around with string vests on and a little spliff out my mouth and a dragon style.
Do you know smoke weed?
No, I do, but I'm saying I'm not walking around
doing that culture vulture.
Do you get what I'm saying?
I don't know what is a culture vulture? Let's start there.
A culture vulture
what would you say a culture vulture is?
A culture vulture, in my eyes, is someone that imitates everything
Let
you
me
do.
see if it's even. So because you're dropping that cut certain things, you're thinking like...
No, I'm saying, like, it's not like I'm out here doing the most to act like a yard man. Because I'm really not.
But someone would say you are doing the most to act like a yard man.
What? Because I speak Jamaican. But Jamaicans come here and speak English. So they culture vultures.
What's it like being a white man living in Jamaica? It's different. I definitely stand out. People definitely think I'm rich automatically. Women, homeless men, and I gotta be honest, I'm a volunteer. I'm piss broke.
I over here so say people if you come in here and chat fucker. But at the same time, I'm all about free speech, so you can chat and say whatever you want to say. But imagine if me say something like this. Black people if you come in our way and chat in our region. Oh. Like what you would I tell the Chinese people in Jamaica? What happened to the white people born in Jamaica? All in all, you know. People are going to feel what they want to feel. But that not really matter.
You want to know who's the real rich people of Jamaica? Y'all will never guess, okay? Only a real Jamaican will understand, okay? You think it's the people with the nice foreign cars? No. You think it's the people rocking the designer? No. Let me see if y'all can guess in the comments. Who is the real rich people of Jamaica? With the money long. You know who the real rich people of Jamaica are? The people running AC 24/7, never shut it off in the peak of the heat all day long. Cause baby, when I tell you that JPS bill so long it got commas. Not one, not two, probably 3 or more. Okay? That's the real rich people of Jamaica.
Okay, what's up, beautiful and amazing souls. Guys, in today's video, we are going to talk about Jamaicans, white Jamaicans. Did you people know that they do exist? White Jamaicans, Asian Jamaicans, and these are purely white people who speak Patois. That is the Jamaican language. Out of many people, one people, out of many, one people. That's what we say. So it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter where you come from, we are one people. And that has been the slogan that has been really supporting also the culture of Jamaica. And you'll find that in Jamaica there is no racism. In Jamaica it's all about love. In Jamaica, it's all about unity. I mean, anything bad that you can only hear in Jamaica is maybe hurricanes, things to do with nature that is not controllable. But when it comes to people, amazing. We have seen so many influencers go to Jamaica and they really get massive support. And by the time they come out of there, they are like 1,000 times better. That tells you about Jamaica. And remember that after they got liberated, those that decided to stay back and build Jamaica, they were highly welcomed. They have been living in Jamaica for the longest time, probably in their 6th generation at the moment. And when you ask them about Jamaican culture, they are proud of it. In fact, it's only in Jamaica where they don't feel discriminated. But if they go outside Jamaica and probably Europe, America, any other white-dominated country, that's where they get discriminated, not because of their skin, but because of how they speak. I don't know why that has to happen when probably we go to other countries. But only when they come to our countries, we love them, we receive them with all our hearts, with all our souls, and they always feel at home, very comfortable. But when we go out there, we go visit them, probably, guys, I don't know why that has to happen. Is it the system? Because why would someone have a certain negative energy towards me just because of where I come from, who I am, my skin color? But anyway, I am glad that apart from the white Jamaicans who are living in Jamaica, born in Jamaica, we have those that are visiting each and every year. What are their take? What are their opinions about Jamaica? They do love it. They do appreciate the culture, the food, the people, the land, the island of Jamaica. And Recently, when Hurricane Melissa happened, it was devastating not only to them but also to us all over the world, because Jamaica is that country that we have always been depending on in terms of even acceptance. They always accept black people like wholeheartedly. In fact, if you ask a Jamaican, where are you from? They'll say, I'm from Jamaica, but my real home is Africa, and we're gonna come back one day, one time. I mean, I just love those people. I really admire them, and I wish to visit the land of Jamaica one day, one time. Okay, I understand there are so many islands in Jamaica. We have TNT, we have so many of them, St. Kitts, but guess what? Jamaica is the one in the map. I mean, honestly, I didn't know there are so many Caribbean islands in the Caribbean until recently, when YouTubers started visiting there. And I got to understand and got to learn so much. You know, when these people visit these countries, we learn so much from their videos, especially the raw and unedited ones. We get to learn the real stories of this country. We get to learn the real people. You know, when videos are edited, yeah, you decide what to show, not what to show. So it's kind of difficult to come out with a better judgment about a country. But now, if you film raw and unedited videos, yeah, it makes us really understand who are Jamaicans, where is Jamaicans, what are they doing, what is the administration like. And guys, I really hope you liked the video, their reaction and everything, because oh man, these people, they do love their country, like extremely, like so much. And I am proud to be identified as an African, because you know, these Jamaicans, as much as they're not in Africa, they really love to be identified as Africans and not even Jamaicans. They know that their great grandparents were actually sneaked out of Africa to go and work in the sugarcane farms for the white people, until people like Norman Manley came out, Marcus Garvey came out and liberated them. And I'm glad they got their freedom. And now we have white people in Jamaica also speaking so good of Jamaican people, Jamaican culture. And that is it for today, guys. I'll see you in the next video.